Peace. Life's hard sometimes, isn't it? It can test you. Well, it's not that it can test you, it's that it does test you continuously. And we forget that sometimes. So sometimes, me personally, I need a little bit of motivation to help me get through it. So I was watching this beautiful lecture called The Battle by Brother Abdul Allah Muhammad, aka John Shabazz. And he gives you a glimpse of the wisdom of the seasons. It's like 1 minute it's hot, and then it starts to cool down in the autumn, and then you get into winter where it's the other end of the polarity is bitterly cold, and then it warms up slightly into spring, and then you got summer again. And he says if you watch this closely, it's there to protect you from your enemies. He says if you watch like hot climates, like really, really hot climates, it's hot all the time. You have certain diseases that thrive in hot climates, and they're powerful, and they take many people out. Like typhoid fever and Ebola and stuff like that. They're very powerful because they feed on the heat. But then again, in like frigid temperatures, climates, you've got like the flu, whooping cough, and diseases of that ilk, which take you out again. But like our temperate climate, when you move into winter, it takes all like harmful diseases like that out. Ebola and stuff like that. And then when you, on the flip side, you go into like your hotter seasons, it gets rid of the flu, which thrive on cold temperatures. So there's a balance there. So your harmful enemies don't last that long, and they don't get time to build up to be very powerful enemies. So we're living in these like temperate zones, and people like me and moan it's grey all the time and stuff like that. But when you look at it, it's right what he says. We don't like suffer that much in zones like this. And it got me thinking, man. It got me thinking deeply about life. You're constantly being tested like that. It's like night and day. You're not walking down a road and then like 1 minute it's like someone switched off a light, and then it's like darkness all of a sudden. It goes by degrees. It's you're watching the sunset. It goes down very, very slowly into dark, and then vice versa. It's like dark 1 minute, and then all of a sudden it's light. Contrasts like that, they're harmful because they don't give you time to adjust. And so it's the same with the seasons. It's not hot and cold 1 minute, because that causes itself in disease. Yes, we are seeing that at the minute. Allah is taking people out that way, but I'm just saying genuinely, that's the lesson in life. And I thought it was just a beautiful lesson. Obviously, he expressed it many times more eloquently than I'm expressing it now, but you get the gist, And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, because it builds you up. It builds you up for the greater things that are going to hit you. It's like spiritual weight training. You got enough of the heat, then it's like, we'll give him rest, we'll give him time. We'll give him the autumn, and then we'll bring him into the winter, and we'll test him again from a different angle, and you'll get tested harshly that way, and then we'll give him some ease. We'll ease him into it. We'll give him spring, And then we'll test them again on the other side. And that's how it goes, like a pendulum. Up and down. But it's constantly building you up for something else. And it's like, it's one of them ones, you can't avoid it. Instead of praying for ease, pray to how to deal with your tests, how to handle your tests with patience and perseverance, to build a stronger, more resilient you in life. Closer to being God. Building up that spiritual weight for you to handle more of that God force. Because God's powerful. You can't take huge amounts of God force. He'll burn you out. It's too strong. You need to build a resilient container for that God force within yourself in order to navigate through life more righteously, more powerfully, more spiritually apt. If that's what you want, if that's what you're looking for. People on this path, he said, you'll be tested with fear, death, loss of possessions, your material wealth, and hunger. So there's another foresight into what's coming in your life. And as a people, we're going to get some strenuous tests. And if you're one of them people that, you think you're rough and tough, I don't have no fear in me, I fear nothing. You let that ego overtake you. When the Most High comes and rips them garments off you and shows you your nakedness and shows you how tender you really are, you'll fold. You'll fold, man. Just be humble. It says you'll be tested with fear. There's fear in there somewhere. Everyone has a dark side. All of the negative elements of you are buried somewhere. Allah will expose you. He's the light. When the light comes and the darkness disperses, it's a light who'll find you out, man. Just be cool. Because in these days and times, what I'm seeing at the moment, man, we're all in for a big test. So brace yourselves. I'm talking to myself more so as I'm speaking into the camera. Brace yourselves for what's coming, man. And put your spiritual armour on, your prayer, to get yourself through it, to get ourselves through this. We're going to be tested harshly, and we're being tested harshly as it is. After that I felt good again. Give me a little bounce. I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm ready for this. Ha! Immediately after watching that video, immediately. Allah doesn't waste time. He tests you immediately. On the spot. Immediately I got tested. Had to laugh. Nowadays I just gotta laugh. I gotta laugh, man. I wish you'll fold. Gotta laugh. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. That little insight, man. Prepare yourselves. Peace.